G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So right now I'm coming from inside the 8-foot tank. I'm kneeling in it. So what I'm doing today, just quickly before I go home from work, is I'm actually cleaning up the silicone a bit along the bottom where I need to glue the bracing. I haven't got the piece of bracing that I need yet. I'm getting that on Monday, but there's no harm in starting on cleaning up. So basically I'm just getting rid of this big bit of waste. So I need to get some fresh Stanley blades. This one's old. What I'm trying to do here is get the bulk out, because what's happening is the silicone's not drying properly because there's so much volume here. It feels, this bit here is pretty dry. Luckily we've got our new GoPro shorty, it's really handy for this sort of thing. So in this corner, I want that to be quite a neat little cut. So we just now this is going to be quite tedious, guys. See I'm not sure if you can see on the camera the silicone on the glass there. That has to come off. It has to be spotless, the same as the glass was when we cleaned it to glue the tank up. I'm still undecided whether it would have been easier when it was wet to clean this up, but sometimes wet silicone is harder to work with than dry silicone. It's full of dust because obviously I'm in a cabinet making workshop. So I need to get some straight blades to clean the corner up properly. So just clean up a bit here. This is an old blade too, by the way, guys, but pretty much that there is what I'm after, that clean. It's going to take a bit of work to get it to that, but we're not going to get it all done today. Alright guys, so it's quite difficult to get in and out of this thing. So I've cleaned up those two edges just with a shitty blade. They're still quite dirty, so I might actually get some flat blades, because a flat blade will be better than this. I'm worried about the corner of this digging into deeper than I want to go, so we might swap to a flat blade yet, but for now this is what we had, and I was just very careful. So then I need to go around. I've knocked all these tabs off. I didn't really show you guys that. And I just need to get all the hot melt glue off. When you're cleaning this hot melt glue off, you might kind of regret building a tank using hot melt glue, but it's totally worth it. And also just cleaning up any silicone that's poking out. I'm actually surprised at how well I did, like getting it almost spot on in a lot of places with the electric caulking gun. I love that thing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do inside yet. See, like that, the silicone there, it's not like silicone, it's just like a wiped bit. I'm not sure whether I'm going to clean that up yet or not. It's just a shed tank, so I think I don't want to go too far with this thing, but I'm not sure yet. stuff, comment below what you reckon. I was thinking I could make a wooden jig and get like a nice, that held this thing, and get like a nice straight line so it like leans on the glass but back like 30mm, but I don't know, it's being a bit tedious. If I was really going for cleanliness, I would have probably maybe taped the inside, but I don't like taping. It just adds another thing to do while you're rushing, because you need to peel the tape off before the silicone dries. Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of taping. I'm not too worried about the bottom, but I'm gonna paint the bottom, and if I leave this stuff on the bottom, when I paint it, you're gonna see it. Alright guys, so this is a big no-no. When you're using the hot melt glue gun, make sure the hot melt glue doesn't go into the glass. So lucky that I'm putting 12mm bracing around the bottom of this. If I wasn't bracing this, I would stress hardcore about that. But there's going to be a 40mm by 12mm brace in there, so it should be alright. But I'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. So it probably would have been fine, but I decided to get the hot melt glue out, and we'll put some silicone in there. Obviously silicone doesn't stick to silicone, so it's not ideal, but I think I'll sleep easier if I get this out. Look at that, got it. And then that's still wet there. Oh well, we're going on to wet silicone, so silicone might stick to silicone. Alright, so if you're siliconing into something like this, you want to try and silicone from one side, so that way you don't create an air bubble, and you want to close the end very last. So if you look, there's only a couple of tiny little air bubbles in there, and the actual silicone above it, I can see it moving, so that's still wet. So I think I made a really good choice in fixing that up. Alright, so I was thinking, I swear the guy I bought this off said he had African cichlids. I'm guessing if he did, he must have added a lot of salt or buffers, because the calcium on this tank's insane. It almost seems like it's a saltwater tank. Yeah, you guys saw the other day the calcium that was underneath that bulkhead. And this is just how old it is. He did say it was 17 years old. Now I've had it for 4 years, so that means it's 21 years old. Can you guys see how scratched it is? So the beauty of this, even though it's dramatically scratched, we can just flip it around. I don't know what this is. I was going to try to clean that off. Now I've lost my scraper. There it is on the ground over there. This is my workmate Kyle. He's building a kitchen for his parents. The joys. Alright, so whatever that is coming off. Can you guys see? You probably can't. The camera won't pick it up. Like how stuffed my Stanley blade actually is. Oh, that's right. It used to be black, and I paint stripped it. That's how long I've had it for. I can't even remember. It's crazy. Hang on. I'll get the tripod. Alright, so I've got you guys' tank as close to the tank as possible without actually touching it. So this is the middle of the 8 foot. So the span here is roughly 1200 millimeters from end to end. We've got no top bracing at the moment. Look how much that flexes just by my hand movement. I'm not putting a lot of effort into that, and we're flexing it probably, I'd say 8 to 10 millimeters. It's pretty insane. Alright, I'm going to wrap the video up there, guys. Sorry about the high vis attire. We're in the workshop, that's how it is. I'd like to be official and always have like Rumble's Fish Room on my shirt, but my channel's just about me. I'm not trying to be like a crazy like multi-million-dollar vlogger that's all fancy and stuff. I feel like I'm rambling about the shirt. So yeah, anyway, I kind of feel self-conscious about wearing high-vis singlets in the videos, but it's just me. I wear these singlets 6 months of the year, so it is what it is. Sorry it wasn't a very... sorry not much happened in this video. I am pretty stuck. So I did actually have some of the bracing, but it got smashed at work accidentally by someone. So we've ordered it, and as I said earlier, it'll be here on Monday. So I'm gonna say you guys won't see this tank again until at least Tuesday next week. I'm sorry, I was really hoping to get the bracing done this weekend, and so which would have meant we could have been installing it by Sunday. But it just won't happen now because I don't have the glass. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.